What's up, guys? Robert Octobodies. Now, let's be honest. A lot of us start the day with the right intentions. Think, right, I'm eating right today. I'm going to the gym at morning. And then it gets to night time and that little devil on your shoulder, that little nighttime cravings kick in. And we do start to struggle. Still get it myself. Even though I try to eat the best I can, there's still that little devil thinking, what's in top cupboard? Or that's in freezer. Or that, there's half of that pot left in fridge. Why does our brain start doing this at night? So it's looking like it's a hormonal reason. So the hunger hormone ghrelin, secreted from the stomach, tells the brain you're hungry. As with all hormones, it comes in waves, peaks and troughs at different times of day. So later on at night, we seem to get this ghrelin rise, and that probably naturally aligns with evolution, because we don't seem to be hungry in the morning. You get this cortisol surge and adrenaline to have energy and go out and hunt. You'd hunt for the day, drag your dead animal back to your cave and your family, and then as the nighttime starts to fall, it's all calm down, rest, parasympathetic, let's eat, time to rest and digest. So here's a few tips to help you tackle those nighttime cravings. Stick to your diet, not ruin the day, not wake up the next day with regret and guilt and fat gain. Number one sounds stupidly simple, but it works. I want you to eat a good amount of good food through the day that you're satiated when it comes to the night. And yep, you still might get the cravings, but how hard are those cravings if you actually have true hunger, which does lead me on to my next point. So if you're nice and satiated through the day and you haven't, like, some people might think, right, I'm not eating till tonight, and they have hunger, but they have cravings on top of that. So they get to nighttime and then they're just ravenous and they're not really craving like proper whole good food. And that's when they fall off the wagon with the high calorie, dense, empty calories, non-nutritious foods. Tip number two, as I said, is it true hunger? This is what you got to ask yourself. So say you sat there, you watch an episode of Stranger Things with a wife, with the husband, whatever it may be, and you get this little hankering for something, and you start thinking about what's in the fridge, what's in the freezer, what's in the cupboard. You need to ask yourself this question. Is it a craving or is it true hunger? And the way around this is, think of a food that would exist in nature. Think of a food that has existed even 100, 200 years ago, which is nothing in the speck of time of human history. Think, so something like just an animal product, like a steak or some mince or a burger or an egg or something whole food like a piece of fruit. Think, am I hungry for that? Could I eat that? And if it's a no, then it's just a craving. If it's a yes, go make it, eat it, see how you feel after. But then if you think, could I eat a bag of Doritos with the dip? Could I eat a little bar of chocolate? Could I eat a little bag of sweets? Could I eat a cookie and a donut? The answer's probably going to be yes to that. So if it's yes to that, you know it's a craving, and just knowing this is powerful. So think, right, no, I'm a fully grown adult. I know I couldn't eat any more of the good food that should be in my body. It's just a craving. My body wants that dopamine drug-like effect. I'm going to ignore that. Number three, exercise is shown to decrease appetite, like a satiety signal. So if you can combat it, sometimes I just go for a walk, a little 20-minute walk, or if you want to do 40 minutes to an hour, whatever it may be, simple as that. A little walk, let that ghrelin hormone drop down naturally, because as I said, it comes in peaks and troughs, so it's linked to point number one. Time will pass, that you don't wake up hungrier the next day. Hunger doesn't just keep climbing and climbing, does it? So that proves that we get this hormonal surge. So you get past that, break through it. How many times do you get past it and think, I'm not even hungry anymore? Just a distraction with exercise. Doesn't even have to be the exercise, any sort of distraction. Bang a load of press-ups out, start having a competition with your family, get a pull-up bar out, just go for a simple walk, go to the gym. Or, sounds stupidly simple, but I used this a lot when I was dieting. And then that's obviously going against my natural body fat set point where it wants to be. So what I used to do is, I've got an ice machine on my my fridge. So I'd have some water, but I'd put loads of ice in first, and I'd drink the water, and then I'd like suck on the ice cubes and bite them and chew on them. And it were almost a trick to fill my stomach, because obviously you've got these stretch receptors in your stomach. So if you fill it with some fluid, or the ice feels like you're actually eating. That does help. It sounds silly, but it just helped see off those cravings. So fill that stomach volume with something simple like some water. See how you go. Number five, harsh but true. Ride it out. As I've said, you're not going to wake up the next day even hungrier. And you're not going to wake up the next day thinking, oh, I wish I'd have had them cookies. You have the opposite. You don't want to have regret. So you'll wake up proud knowing that you saw it through, and you're like, hold on, I'm not even hungry anymore. So there's amount of times I've done that when I'm just distracting myself, just try to ride it out. But obviously, you've got all the other points as well. Add them all together, and you've got weapons in your arsenal to deal with these nighttime cravings. Hope this helped, guys. Please like, share, comment, and be nice.